Ranching is in my blood. I'm the fourth generation of our family. My dream was, when I was a young man, is someday to get married, to raise a family, and to ranch with the family, and I'm there. My dad and mom bought this location in May of 1975. Garnet and I moved on here in 1977. Taking on the responsibilities of running a ranch when you're 21, you didn't know there was anything left to learn. What you realize when you get to be my age, what little you knew when you were 21.
Working alongside my dad, there was a lot that I learned. I mean, attention to detail, the land management philosophy, if you will, has pretty well been instilled in me since I was a kid.
Every business that deals with financial difficulties, your bank comes knocking on the door and saying, unless you make changes, you're not going to own this place anymore. In 1985, we're forced into making changes to our operation in order to survive.
If I focus just on the cattle and forget about the grass, I might have some really great cattle, but my land base is the most expensive or the highest value asset that I'm managing. And if I'm not managing that to its fullest potential and its best practices for sustainability, it doesn't matter what kind of cattle I have if the resource that I'm feeding them is not healthy.
What you find is that it isn't wind and water that erodes soil. It's humans and how they manage it. We know that the grasses we have here evolved from high intensity, short duration grazing, and we use cattle to mimic how these grasses evolved historically prior to us managing it.
With well-managed grazing, the cattle can benefit by just having a higher planing nutrition because you're managing the maturity of those plants from the beginning of the growing season all the way to the end.
There's a phrase that I like to use that goes like this: no cows, no grass, no birds. And I can't emphasize enough the importance of keeping cattle on the landscape because of the financial benefits for us and the environmental benefits for everyone.
When I go out and see the improvements that have taken place as a result of the management, we've instituted natural springs that are indicators of rainfall that's actually getting into the soil profile and recharging those water reserves. My daughter's 8 and she loves to go pick flowers, and I think it's great when she can come back with 10 different kinds of flowering plants. And if I'm not doing my job, she's gonna come back with 1 flower or 2 flowers.
As far as bringing the next generation into our ranching operation, it was Garnet's and my goal to do that very thing. And Luke and Naomi have far surpassed what our hopes were in terms of transitioning to the next generation.
This is home, and there's no place else I'd rather be.
Like many people, home is where the heart is. I love this ranch. I love it.